So how is this it? I don't know what the URL I hope it'll be on the front page. Okay, because he wants it. Okay, because he wants it. Okay, because he wants it. So I hope, okay, that, because he wants it. If you're watching, so hope, hear me okay, that, because he wants it. If you're watching, so hope, hear me okay, that, just going to, if you're watching, so hope, hear me okay, that, just going to, if you're watching, so hope, hear me okay, that, just going to, I'm just going to put these options. If you're watching, so hope, hear me okay, that, just going to, I'm just going to put these options. If you're watching, so hope, hear me okay, just going, so I'm just going to put these options. Oh, geez. If you're watching, so hope, hear me okay, just going, so I'm just going to put these options. Oh, geez. If you're watching, so hope, hear me okay, just going, so I'm just going to put, so it's been a while since I did. Geez. If you're watching, so hope, hear me okay, just going, so I'm just going to put, so it's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I'm just going to put, so it's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I'm just going to put, so it's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I'm just going to put, so it's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I'm just going to put, so it's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I might do. It's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I might do. It's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I might do. It's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I might do. It's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I might do. It's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I might do. It's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I might do. It's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I might do. It's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I might do. It's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I might do. It's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I might do. It's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I might do. It's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I might do. It's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I might do. It's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I might do. It's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I might do. It's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I might do. It's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I might do. It's been a while since I did. If you're watching, so hear me okay, just going, so I might do. It's been a while since I did. If you're once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King, like what? Arceus, so once in a while, Lich King. Okay, let's get off that. I think that was making the echo. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, we got sort of a feedback loop there. Prying a couple of demons off your butt. What? Okay, anyway, gonna get the last piece from Anchorage, but going to talk about Arthas, the Lich King. So here's the idea. I propose to you that all the expansions after the Battle of Icecrown Citadel was merely a dream. Cataclysm, the Mists of Pandaria, Warlords of Draenor, and now Legion are just merely a product of our own dream, if you will. In the Wrath of the Lich King, we saw on several occasions, the easiest of which the battle at Wrathgate, where the Lich King took Saurfang's soul using the weapon Frostmourne. Okay, my question to you is, what if the assault on Icecrown Citadel was not successful? What if the Lich King, Arthas, had killed us all? Like, I mean, all the player characters, all the player heroes that have confronted Arthas have died. And the resulting expansions, Cataclysm, Mists of Pandaria, Warlords of Draenor, and Legion, have been a product of our thoughts, our residual thoughts, I guess you could call it that. But I suppose someone could use Deathwing as a counter argument. If someone were to say, to raise the question, who is stronger? A product of Mal'Ganis, which the Lich King was, or an agent of the old gods? Okay, who would win out of that? Because Deathwing, as far as we knew, was driven mad from the whispers of the old gods. But Arthas truly had power from Frostmourne and Mal'Ganis and the previous Lich King before him. So this part in Anchorage, I hate dealing with these bugs. I hate waiting for them to chase me. If you aggro one of them, they all get you. So what I try to do is I try to avoid them as best as I can. Watch out for that bug. The Scourge was basically a war machine of the Burning Legion. It was used to clear out worlds to make them easier for the Legion to conquer. Sargeras himself is terrified of the... Yeah! We didn't... like, I only just read the... the one book, World of Warcraft Chronicle. I only just read that a few months ago, and when I found that out, because playing the game throughout the years, we always thought, well, to me at least, I always thought that the Burning Legion was the biggest, baddest force in the Warcraft universe. So if Deathwing was driven mad by the old gods, Void Lords, one could argue Deathwing is stronger. But Frostmourne was incredibly powerful. Yeah, like, one would think Deathwing could just come by and roast him. But I mean, but if you also look at the argument of Illidan versus Arthas, and the training that you consider when... Yeah, I read the Chronicle Volume 1 about a year or so ago. They amend a lot of the... Yeah, there's... Like, when I first read it, there's a lot I just didn't know existed. Like, I mean, I've heard of, for example, the War of the Shifting Sands. I just never really got into it. But you know, a lot with the new developers, I think a lot of the lore is being toyed with. But I feel like I'm getting sidetracked here. So, like, considering the fact that Arthas went and fought... Oh no, the fact that Illidan went and fought Arthas, and you know, and you consider, and you know, the training that an elf goes through to become a demon hunter. You know, one would think, okay, a demon hunter should be easily able, especially Arthas, especially Illidan of all people, should be easily able to dispatch Arthas. But that was not the case. But I forget about the other thing I was talking about. Oh yeah, Sargeras is terrified of the Void Lords. Yeah. I think if Illidan would not have been a demon hunter, Arthas would definitely have smoked him big time. Yeah, the fact of that, that's the only reason that um, um, whew. Okay, step right up. But no, yeah, I think for the longest time, everyone thought that the Burning Legion was the biggest, baddest thing in the Warcraft universe. Then Blizzard started dropping some lore into the lives of the old gods. Then we found out about the Void Lords, um, how Sargeras basically travels the universe killing demons. They go to this special place where eventually the demons will escape and come back into our universe. And if a Void Lord came into our like even just one, they can mind control the entire Burning Legion like that. Like, I mean, that is just so profound. Oh my god! There it is! There it is! Holy crap, I thought that would never drop. Oh, I thought that would never ever drop. Alright, let's go back and transmog this. I wonder if there's been any news on the development of Battle for Azeroth. Because last I read, I think Blizzard did mention that they will sort of deal. Well, they didn't confirm it. They said, as the life of the expansion will go on, it will be confirmed at a later date that there is a bigger enemy out there, not just Horde and Alliance, that there is a bigger enemy out there. But he didn't say. It could be the Void Lords. So, yeah, I guess I'll pug Hope's End. You think the Void Lords are manipulating the two factions? Holy smokes. I hadn't considered that at all. Like, I mean, there's the whole fact that people are trolling and saying, oh, Jane is a Void Lord, Jane is a Dreadlord. Some of the voiceovers I've listened to the leaders seems a little obsessed with gathering resources. Seems a little. Well, look at Sylvanas. We know in the game. We know in the game that 3 out of the 4 old gods have been dealt with. But there are people who they all have become really preoccupied with gathering the Azurite, or whatever it's called. Yeah, that's another thing I'm going to get into with the Azurite. But yeah, like, sorry, I'm sidetracking a little. But 3 of the 4 old gods have been dealt with, but there's one. But people think that, they never really explored this. Though Blizzard never really explored that something is making Sylvanas absolutely insane. We don't know what. We could have thought it would have been Tyr's hand under his silver hand under that area near Undercity. But no, but we solved it. I can't remember. It was part of the weapon. You go for the weapon. It wasn't. It could have been the paladin weapon. I can't remember. But yeah, there's an old god in each of the 4 corners. The holy pally weapon. Yeah, that could have been it. But there's an old god in each of the corners of Azeroth. So in Northrend, Yog-Sothoth, or whatever his name is, he's been dealt with. In Pandaria, Isharaj has already been dealt with by the time Garrosh found the heart and dumped it in the Vale. Cthulhu in Kalimdor had been dealt with. So where does that leave us? That leaves us with an old god, N'Zoth, that hasn't been dealt with in either the Eastern Kingdoms or the Broken Isles, or maybe one of the new areas we haven't been to yet, like Kul Tiras or Tel Abyb, or who knows? Like maybe there's a new area in lore that Blizzard hasn't touched yet. They haven't touched yet. Oh, this is a fast queue today for DPS. But considering the lore of the old gods, when all 4 of the old gods were attached to the Titan planet Azeroth during the Black Empire era, and how the prison of Anchorage and the other one I can't remember was built around them to contain the old god. Where in the Eastern Kingdoms, and here's the $1,000,000 question, where in the Eastern Kingdoms was that prison built to contain this, to contain N'Zoth? I really hope Blizzard addresses. But there's some speculation that this is a Battle for Alliance will be a quote-unquote safe expansion. The battle for the Legion has been dealt a huge blow. Kil'jaeden's dead. What's his name? buddy boy from the other Draenei. Because there's Kill Jaden. No, there's Valen. I can't even remember the other two guys' names. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, it jumped up. Archimond, yeah, that's the one. That's his name. Alright, let's... Yeah, Kill Jaden, Archimond, and Valen. That's the one. Okay, let's put on my new transmog. I thought I had that sword. Creeper Claw. Jinyu. Skunkwork sword. Unless it's a mace or an axe. The best thing about doing LFR is going into it and not having a single clue on what you're doing. I suppose DBM would help me out a bit with that. Oh, my seals. Uh-oh. I forgot to buy my seals. Oh well. Jeez. You know, yeah, like, oh my goodness. I don't even have enough order resources to do it. Unless I buy them with gold. Alright, so this one, we have King Garoth. Oh, someone got a mount. Holy smokes, look at that. Glorious Fell Crusher. Is that the one that comes from Antorus? Alright, doing Wing 3 LFR. If you're just coming in, doing Wing 3 LFR as Retribution Paladin, aka the wheelchair. Oh, nice, emissary box. Playing as the wheelchair ret. Agents of Mayhem. Because going back to what I said earlier, what if when you know how the theory, the Lich King theory, you know, even if we actually did defeat the Lich King, when in reality we actually did, because we saw Cataclysm expansion, we saw Mists, Warlords. What of this? Because when the Legion came to Azeroth again, this was the pre-expansion stuff, with the original Legion invasions. Oh, this is the boss. Okay. So, in the first Legion invasions that led up to the release of the Legion expansion, there's an individual who had made landfall on Azeroth. The heroes came to it. We brought the fight to the Legion, and it offered us an ultimatum: lay down your arms and the Legion will show you compassion. You know, what if, you know, do you think because all the deaths that have happened in the expansion so far, like, I mean, you know, you look at the Legion invasions on the Broken Isles, and I mean, that itself has to account for something. And how many deaths in that area, if there's a Legion invasion in, say, High Mountain, you know, that has to account for something. Like, they're not just there for milk and cookies. I mean, because, you know, they're causing so much damage because, you know, they want us gone. You know, the total conquest of the Legion is the entire universe. You know, and the ultimatum is basically join us or die. And I mean, you know, is like losing your free will. Yeah, I can understand that's a pretty horrible thing to lose. But then again, we did prove that, you know, time and again. You know, with Ulduar, I forget his name, the extra boss in Ulduar. I can't remember. It's been a long time. But no, basically the gist of that fight was, no, please don't destroy Azeroth. Please don't reset us. Ooh, we got some deaths, and I have no clue what I'm doing. Algalon, yeah, that's him. You know, basically, what ended up happening with that was, you know, okay, please don't reset our planet. We can handle this, and we did. And our group wiped. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is LFR in a nutshell. I'm listening to one side of the... Yeah, I go to the page and I can stay on it. Yeah, I go to the page and I can stay on it like a residual clock. Yeah, I go to the page and I can stay on it like a residual clock. Yeah, I go to the page, want to make sure, and I can stay on it like a go into it. I'm not making an echo again, because I only have one screen that I'm playing on. I mean, the sword, look at the sword. One side of a conversation. No, he's doing okay. We don't need DPS, we need heals. Oh, pardon me. I thought I would throw a little bit of snark in there. So how much DPS am I doing? You heard me. Yeah, I think the weapon looks okay. I know I have the weapon from the raid though. Maybe it's in my bank and I didn't learn the appearance. Maybe I didn't learn the appearance yet. So let's just get a quick rundown of this guy. Important. Impacts are not absorbed. Trigger Annihilation Blast. All damage taken is increased by 3% per stack. Oh, here we go. because in the Legion invasions, the pre-expansion stuff that led up to, you know, what we're doing now, we actually learn that agents of the Legion are capable of, you know, a wide range of emotion, including love. So, you know, agents of the Legion, you know, demons aside, aren't as mindless as we thought. That's a bad spot. Oh, pardon me. Lunch. Yeah, I should make some lunch too. Should get some food. You know, like that's the thing I was saying. Like some agents of the Legion, like demons, you know, they're totally mindless. You know, like, what's the deal with this guy? Like, does he just sit in a pool of whatever that is, like a pool of fel? Like, is he just sitting there like, oh, I'm sitting in a hot tub, I've been expecting you? You know, like, is that with this guy? Like, how long has he been in that pool of fel? Oh, nice. The Mountain of Mounts. Oh no, I was thinking of the other one. I don't know, if no one else dies, I think I think we'll be okay. Providing no one else dies. Hold the heals, I can heal myself. Recently got Mount Parade. Yeah, that's a one I'm a ways from getting. I'm sitting at 172 mounts. Unique mounts. Whoops. Oh, I think with that. Oh, geez. Oh, yeah, we're supposed to absorb it. Oh, my God. What am I doing? Holy crow. Geez, if this was normal or higher, I would have screwed that up big time. Holy crow. But that's what happen. That's what happens when you go into. Ow! 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 Oh. I'm only embarrassing myself. I guess I should have watched the video, or at least read the raid journal. So that's a wash. So if you've been watching for the past few minutes and it's not very entertaining, I apologize. You got a question about it. You got a question about it. You got a question about it. New subscriber, Sean Van Vliet. Question about it. New subscriber, Sean Van Vliet. Question about it. Well, thank you, Sean, for subscribing. And I will definitely get up more videos. So yeah, if you sat there on our channel, you know, most of it are just videos of yeah, tunnel vision. That's something Bear would say. Okay, guys, don't tunnel vision. Gotta get the ads. Most of the videos that I've done have just been on the events that the guild have done in the past. You know, like our birthday parties, the transmog contest, some raids. It's okay. We keep trying. It's called progression. We keep trying, we keep trying. Until we get it. Until we get it. You know, I guess I could have the live stream up on my tablet with the comments out. That way, if someone comments, if someone talks, I can comment on it right away without ignoring them. I don't want to ignore you. It's just I only have one screen and I'm sort of alt-tabbing all the time, which is sort of a consequence of only having one display. So the fight does seem easy enough. You know, don't stand in the way of the beam. Get the mini bosses. And share the pain. Fancy feast. Oops. Yes, I am ready. So if you're just coming in, this is our third attempt on Kin Garoth Raid Finder difficulty. But I should say that I am partly to blame for that because I just came into Raid Finder and not knowing at all what to do or how to do it. Oh, that's dirty. Okay, let's go take care of this guy. So I hope everyone had a good Christmas and a good New Year. Yeah, it's decimation. You need orange, you need to get out of purple, we need to share. See, a lot of people, I don't know, like, you know, I was able to put myself through it by bubbling this. Holy crow. Because tanks are bad. Maybe the tanks do need to position the boss a certain way so the beams will keep spawning. You know, I've never done this portion of the raid yet. And I did go into this part blind. So anything that he will do, I don't, you know, I'm not expecting it. That's on me. That one's on me. This is horrible. All the epic fails, including myself. Fails, including myself. We don't have the full 25 people, do we? 1, 2. Void touched. Are you touched in the void? Leofric sets a star on actual size. Well, yeah, this is a wash. Maybe I should have started with wing 1. But I think I'm just going to remove myself, because I think I'm adding to the frustration of not being able to complete the thing. So I just think it'd be better if everyone's on the same page. We all know what we're doing, which I will admit I do not. I gotta check my bank, because I know I have that sword for my transmog. Or it could be in my void storage, maybe. Okay, anyway, I'm going to grab some food. I'll be back in a few minutes. Sit tight. Okay. So, I've got my tablet so I can see the chat and play the game at the same time. I hope I can be able to do that. I see the stream, but it's not showing the chat. But it's not showing the chat. But it's not showing the chat. So I don't know. Reported, share it, add it. Share the video, yeah. And I don't want to report it. I don't know. Unless oh, okay. Oh, doughy. Okay. Okay. I think I figured it out. All right. So I'll just go like this. Okay. Which zone are you most interested in exploring? Ooh, Chronicle Volume 3. That's a good one of Cthulhu. Was it Jaina and Arthas? Varian and Anduin? The new Dark Legacy comic. Oh, it's Battleground Week. Stupid Legion. I have that mount. No. I'm gimped on my laptop, otherwise I would. Okay, so I think have someone to do dungeons. Just maybe. Just gotta wait for them. So I ended up finishing the Argus, the Argus story not too long ago. I've got the Netherlight Crucible unlocked. I've got whatever I have here is all I need to do. With the exception of Siramar, I've done every quest everywhere. Save for a few, right? Like the Mage Tower stuff. Which I have done on my Paladin, but see, on my Paladin, I do protection, holy, and ret, but for some reason I did it as holy, and I can't remember where or why I would do it as healer. So that the only way I can do the Mage Tower is if I'm the healer, but my healing spec isn't really up to snuff. So I'm starting to think I really screwed that up. Need a thing's gone. So I can't find a sword that goes with it. This set. Like, I mean, this looks okay. It's not a pole axe or anything like that. It could be a sword too, but I just can't find it anymore. I guess they'll have to do. I can't. Unless I check my void storage, but There it is. That's the one. Blade of Eternal Justice. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, it's a one hand. Oh, that's why it's not showing up. Oh, Jesus, I feel like such a doughhead. Amateur, but oh, tokens went up a bit. So I hope everyone had a good Christmas and a good New Year. Seething shore, seething shore. Geez, she looks old. Yeah, I think I saw this stuff already. Nice. Holy shit, look at that. Seconds. Wow. Hexweave. I need to change out my hexweave bags. That way I can get a little bit more room for my bag space. Bank space. I'm going to do a poll to see if there'd be any interest in watching like me doing current content stuff like Legion, or you know, doing something like a private server. Because the reason I ask is that because my sub runs out on the 18th, so I won't be able to get back into the game. Maybe I guess I could, you know, resub and keep going and just not pussyfoot around, but no, don't do that. Type your question here. Maybe I should change the mount to suit my transmog. But it's got to be a flying mount. I don't remember getting this. Black Drake? Oh, maybe, yeah, Black Drake. Yeah, I like that. That's possible. That could work. Mechano Strider. Or well, maybe Bronze Drake. Maybe. Maybe this guy. Yeah, that looks okay. Or maybe Westwind. No, it's too green. See, this one changes color. And he goes to like an orange.